Hey guys, good morning. Dirk Delirium here. I was just laying here in bed. I'm laying here with my puppy. You can see she's here we go. There's my girl. Right. But anyway, we're just hanging out and just relaxing. It's about 5:30, and I'm gonna get up and get cleaned up and then go do the work thing in a little bit. And I'm laying here and I'm just thinking about funny stories. And this one just, I don't know why it popped into my head, but it kind of qualifies the whole alcoholism piece from an early age. And this isn't even an early age. I started drinking at 11. I think most of you know that. My first drunk was at 11. I drank before that, but only a little bit of beer, a little bit of alcohol, and also non-alcoholic beer. I drank back then. I don't know if some of you are 51. They made a product back then called Zing, Z-I-N-G. You can look it up online. It comes in a red, white, and blue can. It's probably worth some money today, but fuck, man. My mother used to buy me Zing when I was about 7 years old because I really wanted to drink beer. No shit. So I'd pour Zing into a Miller Lite can and walk around the neighborhood that I lived in drinking beer. No shit. Why did I do that? I think because I was alcoholic before I even knew what alcohol was. But anyway, so here's a fucked up, funny little story. I was in military school, as most of you know, for the better part of my high school career. And then I moved down to Sarasota, Florida to finish it up. And I wanted two things. I wanted to get laid, and I wanted a convertible sports car. And I got both of them. I did. So that was cool. And there, sorry about that. So that was cool. But anyway, so I'm down here in Sarasota. It's 1988 and going into 1989. I didn't know a soul. I just spent my time worked real hard and getting drunk. And then I also finished up a couple classes at school. And that was it. That's all I did. I worked 2 jobs. And one of the jobs I worked was for, I kid you not, the Police Benevolent Association. Now, the PBA, as it's known, Police Benevolent Association, is fucking bullshit. I hope I don't get killed for this video. Probably not, because this was a while ago, but it was run by the fucking mob, okay? Plain and simple. The mob ran the PBA in Sarasota, Florida, and all of Florida, and probably all of the country for that matter. So I was paid at 16 and to come into this little shithole in a strip mall, 17 barely, and pick up a telephone and read a list that was like this long, and it had like 10,000 numbers on it. Each one of them was that big. And I called every one of them, and I told them I was a fucking police officer. Hi, this is Derek Johnson with the Police Benevolent Association. How are you doing tonight? And I'd roll into this bullshit speech, and I even told people I was a cop. And I'd drive by their house on Halloween if they give me $100. Yeah, no kidding. Terrible. But one day, and I was making fake IDs too. So every time I'd stop to get gas in my sports car, my little MG, 1964 MGB, it's still in the garage below me. For real. First car I ever bought. Still have it. How the fuck did I do that? And I lost everything in my life twice, and I still have that. But anyway, so I went to work one day at the PBA and Police Benevolent Association strip mall job, and I was too fucking drunk to even see. I drove there in my MG and down Tamiami Trail, US 41, drunk as shit. I got sent home. I was so fucked up, and that took a lot for the mob to send me home. So I did. I got back in my car and I was driving. It was just around the corner from a big mall in Sarasota, Sarasota Square Mall. And I was driving around the outside of this mall as I was trying to go home. And I was so fucking drunk that I drove right into a medium in my 1964 MG. Blew out 2 tires on my wire wheels and came within a paper sheet distance of taking out a guy on a bicycle when I did it. And I'll never forget, because I had my top down and I was listening to The Who off of Who's Next. I'll use backwards and forwards the whole album. I go boom, boom, boom over this fucking medium, and I miss this guy by just that much. And he goes, holy shit. And you know, because I missed him, he kept on going. And I got the fuck out of there. I slammed it in reverse. There was a fire station right next door, you know, and cops hang out there. Oh, fuck, man. I peeled out of there, drove down Tamiami Trail with flat tires for about 3 miles, And yeah, rubber off the wheels, gone. And pulled into a cemetery when I realized I couldn't get home. And then I was smart enough to pull in there because I figured if I was off the road, the cops might not see me. But I was smart enough to know the cops might pull into a cemetery. So I went and I hid all the beer that was still in my car by a mausoleum. And then I went across Tamiami Trail and I called AAA from a 7-Eleven. Remember, no cell phones back then. Yeah, that's how old I am. Anyway, my girlfriend, I guess I called her drunk. She was hot too, smoking hot. Girlfriend in sports car, remember? Got them both. She drove over and met me there in that cemetery, and it turned out it was the fucking cemetery her father was buried in. Yeah. So she went and showed me his grave, and I poured, you know, a drink over his... Anyway, dumb shit. But anyway, just popped in my head. Thought I'd share that with you guys, and I hope you have a awesome day. Out of here, Dirk Delirium.